Hey there, Lee here. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday from you. I just wanted to share with you something on values that I think is really important, something that I've just realized over the last week as I've talked about this. I've gone out there and reset my values as well. I've done this practice of value identification, and I think it's a really important one. And if you haven't done it yet, I want to encourage you to do it. So listen in. If you want to live your life more fully, if you want to feel a greater sense of joy, a greater sense of aliveness, then I think this is fundamental, and this is what I've started to reflect on over the last week when I've been talking about this, right? Because I did my values identification session. I sat down there, I went through, created it out, journaled about it, really fleshed it out and came up with 5 things that I think I value the most in my life. And I've written them down now, I've stuck them on my wall. And the practice is, when you identify your values, is to sit down there and look at them during your planning stage of every morning or in the evening when you're planning the next day, and look at the values on your wall. Look at the values in front of you. Reflect on your values and look at what's ahead for you in the day and say, what can I do to align myself more closely with these values? And what is it that's on my list to do? Things that may not necessarily align with my values that I could remove. I think it's a really important activity, because when you start to do that, you will start to do those things that align with your values, and you'll start to avoid those things that don't align with your values, right? Now, there's going to be some things in your workday, some things in your personal life, some things just that you don't want to do, that suck, that are shit. So you have to sort of let those things go. But the more you identify with your values and the more you align those with your thoughts and behaviors every day, I think you're going to live a more fulfilled life. And it's something that I'm putting really into my practice right now. As I've done that again, I've gone back over my values, re-identify the important ones to me, and I'm going to align myself with that, because I want to live life fully. I want to live life without regret. And if you think about it, I talked about the other week, the top 5 regrets of the dying, according to Brene Ware it was. She talked about the top 5 regrets. Work too hard, didn't live a life true to myself, didn't express myself openly. Now, it's okay. It's okay to work hard, and it's okay not to necessarily 100% love your job, but I think you can still find aspects of your work, find aspects of your job which you love. I think you can still find aspects of your day which you can bring more joy into, and you can do that by understanding what your values are and what's important to you, and aligning your behaviors and your actions towards those values and avoiding the ones that perhaps aren't towards those values. That's just a little bit of thought for you today. I hope it encourages you to sit down there and do a value identification process or practice and do it. Like, spend an hour on it, spend a couple of hours on it. It will pay off for you, I'm sure. Have a great day ahead.